last night, Addison just came in and said he called it the Santa. The Santa hit
Yes.
in 60 seconds last night in Toronto. The
That's a goal
Maple
in the
Leafs
first 5
scored
minutes.
yeah, a Maple Leaf scored 8 seconds in. They dropped the puck, took it around the
3rd
2 defensemen.
fastest goal in history
8
from
seconds in, they scored, and it was
Maple Leafs.
answered by the Blackhawks, who were Toronto was a -600 favorite before the game. A -600 hockey game favorite. The Blackhawks answered it at 1:02 into the first period. 62 seconds officially. You had the gift over parlay it done. I mean, it don't get that easy. You gotta
It's beautiful.
the
I
book's
got the
defense
Ducks.
is 2. It's a 2. You gotta put up a 2, right? The first period total
They
has to
haven't
be 2.
DraftKings is just moving the juice consistently. 180, 185, 190. I mean, DraftKings is just being really aggressive. They don't wanna go to 2 to push it, but they're going real heavy. I have not seen $2 yet for Vancouver. That's coming. We're gonna see a $2 gift and a $2 over in 1.5. It's coming.
It's just one of those things that, like, the only defense is to move the damn number. You can keep moving the juice, it still hits, and people, again, if you like the show, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, but bet it. Go bet it. Because, the problem is once it gets too egregious and you gotta lay $2 and you lose, now you gotta win 2 to break even, right? So
Yeah.
now it becomes a juice thing, and they keep you off it. So
Well, the
you'll get
second
stung.
period, I mean,
Oh,
with
the second period thing is just
I
this
mean,
is
the
Christopher's doing yeoman's work here with the second period thing. What
second
he's
period
getting
stuff,
us
I haven't this is the next thing I'm gonna do. Once the first period gets to be too egregious, I'll start getting into the second period because you've got Edmonton in the second period, over 1.5 goals in the second period. It's even better than Vancouver. It's 83% of the time.
Did you say
9
83?
83% of the time, it's going over 1.5 goals involving Edmonton. I mean, they beat the living dog shit out of the opponent in the second period. They just go nuts. And it's 9 of the
Wow.
last 10 games, 45 of 54 games. This is not a small sample size. This is 45 times of 54 games played. Edmonton has gone over 1.5 goals in the second period. It's an autoplay. I mean, straight up.
That's
Tonight,
wow.
the
I'm
Devils,
glad there's 54, 30, there's 28 games left.
you can ride
Shit.
this.
I hope it
New
just
Jersey
goes
tonight, okay?
20-8 and we'll be okay.
Right. Tonight, New Jersey's against Winnipeg. If I'm correct in the first period under hits, bet the second period over because 43 times out of 53 games, New Jersey has had more than 1 goal scored in the second period. They've gone over 1.5. Nearly as good.
43 and 10? That's 43 and 10.
Yes.
I love when people say I don't bet hockey, and I go, "Why
Right.
not?"
Seattle tonight is the same thing. Seattle tonight, if there's a low scoring first period, Seattle 43 times out of 54 games in 9 of the last 10 for Seattle, over 1.5 goals in
In the
the
second
second
period.
period.
Second period.
It- I
Gotcha.
mean, it's just
That's good.
those 3 teams,
Wow.
Edmonton, New Jersey, and Seattle. Like, and this is all Otto's numbers. I would never in 1,000 years know this if it wasn't for what he is doing.
Right.
But he's pointing out, literally, he's pointing out money that's on the street, and you're walking by it and you're like, "Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like money." And you just keep
Yeah, I don't
walking.
wanna pick that up.
It's sitting
That's
right there
mhm, yeah. Wow.
80% of the time. 8 out of every 10 bets. If it misses, double it down and bet the next time because you'll probably make it back.
So I just got a text from an insider,
Yep.
our buddy, and he said, "A lot of those numbers are provided by third parties." So they
For what?
would move it to 2 if they could. The first period total, second period total. So the third party provides the numbers and they just auto populate into the app and they don't move those.
Because
He
in
said,
Vegas, you can't bet second periods except for one book, right? Caesars is the only one you can do that
Caesars you can.
at
Yeah,
second
I
periods.
don't I don't think you can but I
Circa
don't
Westgate, you
know
can't.
100%. Yeah, no, they don't put it up. I know Circuit does not,
No, Westgate
um,
does not. I know that for a fact.
and Westgate, I don't think does. I don't know if it's
BetMGM does not.
third-party provider
Stations lets you bet second period pregame.
before the game.
Yeah,
Right,
but not in game. So you
right,
can do it. It's just it's pricey. So in the second period pregame is pricey. So they
right.
make you pay some pretty nasty juice on it, but it's
Huh.
worth it.
I mean, that's fantastic.
I mean, if you